All right, we are back at 4:44 with a closer look at the extended forecast. Mike Slifer doing the honors. Good morning again, Mike.
Sharon, it's never easy to get out of bed at 1:45 in the morning.
Correct.
But it's even more difficult when you look outside and it's drizzly.
Don't look outside. That's my key.
That's what I need to learn when I'm
Yeah.
filling in on these shifts.
Get yourself to the door, then you can look outside.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of us are going to be waking up this morning to some light showers passing through. Of course, we're still running in a bit of a precip deficit across the entire state this year, which is not a big shock. Even though we did eventually catch up and knock the drought out for most of us, we still have an ongoing drought across northwestern Maine. And a lot of that was just because so much precip fell in a short period of time. When you extend it out for the entire year, we are still running a bit of a deficit. Take a look at our drought monitor right now. Severe drought ongoing across northwestern Maine. So this is the Rangeley Lakes area up to about Jackman. And this even extends a little bit farther south, almost to Route 2, and all the way up into the Allagash and the northwest woods of Maine. This time of year, we tend to see wind out of the northwest, so the terrain actually helps to squeeze a little bit of extra moisture out of the air in those regions. However, we haven't really established a big northwest flow pattern yet, so it's been tough to rely on that upslope pattern, but we've still got a lot of winter left for that to happen. Current temperatures outside, some 20s out there, down to 25 in Bangor right now. We've got 26 in Kalish, 30 in Portland, and 31 in Wiscasset. Along the coastline this morning, I expect anything that's falling to be plain rain. Inland, though, could be a bit icy or maybe even some snow. Still a lot of warm air bottled up to the south right now, too. It's going to take a little while, but we actually tap into a little bit of this over the weekend, and that's part of the reason why we will watch temperatures climb not only tomorrow, but into Saturday and Sunday, too. Current radar shows where those showers are falling right now. Here's the temperatures overlaid on the radar. It's 28 in Lewiston, maybe some light snow falling in Freiburg right now. South towards Sebago, you've got a lot of snow or icing along 302, almost into Windham, and south toward Portland. And I think that's where we will see most of our issues here. North of that to Augusta, some flakes certainly possible. This model doesn't show much actually happening over us, but I'm anticipating drizzle to last until about 10 o'clock this morning. After that, we should start to dry things out a little bit. We may even see a few breaks of sun this afternoon with high temperatures, again, back into the mid to upper 30s for most. A little bit cooler down east just because of the wind direction. Bangor area included in that too. And then later on this evening, we see everything moisten back up. Drizzle back in the forecast for tonight and especially into tomorrow morning. But we'll see improvements through the day tomorrow. I still think most of us see a lot of clouds tomorrow. And this is all a predecessor of the active weather that's on the way to kick off the new year. So there's our weak little storm system today. We've got a bit of rain and mix. We're tracking this area of low pressure near the Four Corners region of the U.S. with a secondary area of low pressure near the Great Lakes. This sets up a storm track to our north and west. We end up on the warm side of things. Mostly rain on Saturday, maybe a bit of mountain mix possible at the onset, but I still think the warm air is going to win this one out. Behind this storm, we usher in some colder air for Sunday and especially into Sunday night, and it's possible we actually see a brief window for some snowfall, but I never rely much on moisture chasing cold air like that to get snow. It's usually unlikely that that amounts to much snow at all, and I'm not optimistic that this is going to be big, although it could be a little bit of a help for some of the ski mountains, which of course are going to be dealing with rain beforehand. Seas today, 1 foot. We've got south wind 5 to 10 knots. 7-day forecast calling for an active start to the new year. And Sharon, I think this is really the big story here, is that things are going to be active through Saturday and Sunday with a big cold blast to follow that up.
Our first weekend of the new year, and there we go. All right. Thank you, Mike.